Attitude shifts for a better day. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'd like to invite you into a conversation that has the power to reshape not only the way you move through your day, but also the way you experience your entire life. This is not just about thinking positively or putting on a smile when you don't feel like it. This is about learning to approach life from an entirely different angle, about discovering how to adjust the inner compass of your mind so that no matter what storms you face, you can steer yourself toward clarity, peace, and strength. We live in a world that often tells us we have no control, that we are simply at the mercy of our circumstances, our responsibilities, and the actions of others. But I believe, and I want you to believe too, that there is a deeper truth. While we cannot control every situation, we can always control our attitude toward it. And in that choice lies the foundation of a better day every day. Attitude is not just a reaction, it is a creation. The thoughts you hold, the words you speak to yourself, and the energy you carry are not passive reflections of the world. They are active forces shaping your experience of it. Imagine two people waking up to the exact same situation. The same weather, the same traffic, the same workload. One moves through the day heavy, irritated, and drained, while the other feels focused, capable, and even grateful. The difference between these two people is not luck, nor fate, nor privilege. It is their attitude. It is the lens through which they see the world and the posture with which they meet life's challenges. And the beautiful part is, that lens can be polished, adjusted, and changed by choice. So what does it mean to shift your attitude? It means to take the mental stance you've been holding, maybe unconsciously, and choose a new one that serves you better. It means to notice the thoughts that weigh you down and replace them with thoughts that lift you up. It means to challenge the automatic assumptions you've been carrying, like, this is just going to be another hard day, or I can't do this, and trade them for more empowering truths, like, this is an opportunity to learn, or I can handle this step by step. Each time you do this, you change the way your mind interprets events, which changes the way you feel, which changes the way you act, which changes the results you get. In other words, attitude shifts set off a ripple effect that can turn even the most difficult mornings into productive, meaningful, and yes, even joyful days. The first shift I want to share with you is the shift from I have to toward I get to. This simple reframing can transform obligations into opportunities. When you say I have to, you position yourself as someone burdened, trapped, and pushed along by forces outside your control. But when you say I get to, you step into gratitude and agency. Think about it. I have to go to work becomes I get to go to work, which reminds you that your job provides you with an income, skills, and experiences that many in the world might wish for. I have to exercise becomes I get to move my body, reminding you that health and mobility are privileges not guaranteed to all. This shift may sound small, but it works on a deep emotional level. It reminds you that life is not a list of punishments to endure, but a series of chances to participate in the world. Another powerful shift is moving from what's wrong to what's possible. Many of us are conditioned to scan our lives for problems first. We wake up thinking of what's missing, what's broken, or what might go wrong. This mindset is often a survival habit. Our ancestors needed to notice threats to stay alive, but in our modern lives, it can trap us in a loop of negativity. When you replace what's wrong with what's possible, you open your mind to creative solutions, new perspectives, and hope. If a meeting is canceled, instead of thinking, this ruins my schedule, you can think, this frees up time for something else important. If a project hits a roadblock, instead of saying, we're stuck, you can ask, what new path might this lead us to? The shift is subtle, but it transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Equally important is the shift from it's all on me to we're in this together. When you believe you have to carry everything alone, even small challenges feel crushing. But when you remember that you are part of a larger network, whether that's your family, your friends, your coworkers, or the human community, you tap into shared strength. You realize that help exists, that collaboration multiplies possibilities, and that you are never truly alone in your struggles. This doesn't mean avoiding responsibility. It means letting go of the illusion that asking for support is a sign of weakness. In truth, it is a sign of wisdom. Another attitude shift that can elevate your day is reframing "this is hard" into "this is how I grow." Difficulty is not always a sign you are on the wrong path. Often, it is the sign that you are building new strength. Muscles grow when they are challenged, and so does character. Every time you face something you've never faced before, you are stretching your capacity, building resilience, and shaping yourself into someone who can handle more tomorrow than you could yesterday. When you see challenges as training rather than punishment, they stop feeling like walls in your way and start feeling like stepping stones beneath your feet. We also need to examine the deeply ingrained habit of thinking, "I'll be happy when." This is the trap of conditional happiness, believing joy will come only when certain circumstances align. I'll be happy when I make more money, lose more weight, find the right partner. The problem with this thinking is that it postpones happiness to an uncertain future, often one that keeps moving farther away. The shift here is to ask, what can I appreciate now? Gratitude has the remarkable ability to pull joy into the present moment. When you notice the warmth of your coffee, the sound of laughter, the comfort of your bed, or the beauty of a sunset, you train your mind to see happiness as something available now, not later. One of the most transformative shifts is moving from "I know" to "I'm curious." When you approach life as if you already know everything, you close yourself off to learning. You filter the world through your existing beliefs, which limits your growth. But curiosity opens the door to wonder, discovery, and possibility. Instead of judging a person or a situation immediately, you can say, "I wonder what I might learn here." Curiosity turns arguments into conversations, problems into puzzles, and strangers into potential friends. Finally, there is the shift from "I'm too busy" to "I choose what matters." Busyness often feels like something forced upon us, but much of it is the result of our choices. When you say, "I choose," you remind yourself that your time and attention are yours to direct. You take back control from the endless demands of the day and focus on what truly matters to you. This shift transforms your schedule from a list of draining tasks into a map of intentional living. When you begin practicing these shifts, your days will not magically become perfect. You will still face challenges, frustrations, and unexpected turns, but you will face them with a mind that is ready to respond with wisdom rather than react with stress. You will begin to notice moments of peace in the middle of chaos, opportunities in the middle of setbacks, and beauty in the middle of routine. And over time, these small moments accumulate into a life that feels lighter, richer, and more fulfilling. If you take one thing from today's message, let it be this: your attitude is not fixed. It is not a personality trait you are born with and doomed to carry forever. It is a choice you can make and remake, moment by moment. Every morning you wake up, you are given the opportunity to choose how you will see the day ahead. Will you see it as a list of burdens or a series of gifts? As a battlefield or a classroom? As a storm or as a journey? The choice is always yours, and the choice you make shapes the reality you live in. So as you step back into your day after this video, I encourage you to pause and ask yourself, what attitude am I bringing into this moment? And if the answer is not one that serves you, remember that you have the power to shift it. You have the power to choose gratitude over resentment, possibility over limitation, connection over isolation, growth over defeat. These are not just feel-good slogans. They are the building blocks of a better life, and they start with a single decision, a decision you can make right now. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this message resonated with you, if you feel inspired to try even one of these shifts, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel so we can continue exploring together how to create lives of purpose, resilience, and joy. Every video I share is designed to give you tools, insights, and encouragement to live not just by default, but by design. By subscribing, you become part of a community that believes in growth, in choosing our perspectives, and in creating better days from the inside out. Together, we can remind each other that even when the world feels out of control, our inner world is ours to shape. So click that subscribe button, and let's keep building the kind of mindset that makes every day worth living.